The lion is about to be loosed. Hi everyone, this is IntuitiveEdge. Welcome to my channel once again. It's time to take a look at our week ahead. So, in looking at our week ahead, I've shuffled up the cards, laid the cards out, and here's what I'm sensing for our week. Now, first thing out is things regarding the political landscape. Now, I drew a few cards on this, different positions, and I was keyed in on the Strength card, looking at this Five of Swords card. Okay, I'm going to show you this here. Now, this warrior here, he has basically won the battle, taken the spoils of war, and kind of gloating a little bit there. And he feels like he's top dog. He's won the battle and basically done what he wanted, done what he came to do. However, this Strength card and the way these cards are laid out is really interesting. I'll show that to you at the end here. But this Strength card is looking directly up at him. And she has the lion with her. She's got this lion. The lion has a chain, but she's got hold of the chain. And her gaze at this man who feels pompous in his exploits. She's looking up at him and says, "But I have the lion. And I've got the chain around the lion that I can loose. And although you may feel smug, I've got one up on you." And that is the sense that I led off with in the political realm. Some one-upmanship going on. There's some battles and some struggle going on. I did get that the things that are staying the same in politics have to do with struggle. And interesting with this card, we may have had this card last time on politics as well, if I remember right. Anyway, but these men are playing in what looks kind of like a bog or a swamp. They're all fighting each other. Everybody's fighting one another. Everybody's blaming the other, casting aspersions on the other. It's kind of same old, same old. So we're probably going to see a lot of that. Any mudslinging is just going to be like, yeah, whatever. It's all the same, right? But that's going to continue. But what's coming into view is the Two of Wands. On the political landscape, there's a change of scenery on the horizon. And we have this card that indicates a change in vision or approach. And what I sensed when I felt into that card was a changing of the guard is coming into view. So we're going to see a shift or a change in the political realm coming up. May not be exactly this week, but it's coming up. Okay. Now, what is going on behind the scenes? What came to me is that someone is seizing power. Someone is taking the reins. Someone is taking charge and taking control. And we have that ace on that. So, what is going on around the country that we can expect to see this week? Now, interesting on that, we have kind of a happy card. We've got this 4. And what I sensed with this card is a focus on family dynamics. I got a sense with that child in the middle of this card is a focus on kids. I don't know if we're going to see a focus on things at the border happening regarding children. I know we've seen a lot of that previously with kids at the border and all of that. That may be still more of a focus this week, something to do with family or kids or young ones. I'm getting that. And the future influence, this card, I sat with this for the longest time and I got some pretty strong, intense feelings with it. But check out this Hermit card. He has the lantern there. But look what he's illuminating. Down at his feet is that snake. And the snake is in his path. I was so drawn to this card. I wrote down a few things. I wrote down that the snake is about to be revealed. The snake is going to be dealt with and used for the glory of God. Now, I don't normally talk like that on my channel, but that's what came to me. It's like the serpent is going to be dealt with and used for the glory of God. And the light illumines the darkness with that lantern, lighting up the way. Now, this figure to me, if you notice that staff in his hand and he's looking down at the serpent, that snake, it reminded me of the old Bible story about Moses throwing his rod down. It became a snake. Then he picked it up and it became a rod again. And that's what I felt with this snake. It's like this man is looking, this wise sage, looking down at that snake. He's about to turn it into something of a weapon that he can use again. He's going to turn it into a staff again and use it for the glory of God, I guess. That's what came to me when I was hearing what was coming with this. And this is on the future influence, okay? Now, the outcome of all of this is the Temperance card. So the outcome after all of this fighting and infighting and switching of the guard and the lion about to be unleashed, the snake about to be transformed into something that God can use, we have this energy of the Temperance bringing everything back into balance. So all of the chaos and things that we've seen with the fighting and the wars going on, the political battles, if you will, there's something about that shifting and coming back into balance. So it's going to be a little bit interesting this week. There is some nice things happening despite all of the chaos and the fighting. We do have some nice things happening with that Four of Wands and a focus on kids, children. But I think toward the end, whatever this shift is, there's a balance of power shifting, and it's going to bring back balance. And also illuminating the path where the snake has dwelled is going to shape the future for bringing things back into balance. Exposure brings balance. Exposing the darkness brings in light to where the light can smooth out things and bring back balance where things have been chaotic. Okay. That's what I see for this week. And I'm going to leave that here. I know it's kind of short this week, but that's the gist of what I'm seeing. Now, before you go, to have a peek at your week, be sure to join me over on Patreon, where I go into detail about your week ahead. Join me over there if you'd like to. I hope to see you there. And stay tuned for next time for another week ahead video. Thanks, everyone.